starring Cloris Leachman, John Shepard, George Chandler, and John Provost as Timmy. And, of course, Lassie.
Hand me that hammer like a good boy, will you, Timmy?
Lassie beat me to it.
Thanks, girl. Don't know what we'd do without you. Hanged if I sometimes don't think she reads your mind. There we are, good as new. Almost, anyway. Time for work and time for rest, I always say. Well, now, what did we talk about?
I don't know. Giants, maybe. Are giants really as big as the storybooks say?
Well, now, giants are all a matter of how you look at them. Take Lassie there, for instance. To a tiny little field mouse, she looks like a giant. But to an elephant or a giraffe, she don't look much bigger than a little field mouse. Personally, I prefer the little people.
Like elves or fairies?
Yep.
What's an elf look like?
Never seen one. That's on account of they live way at the back of the south wind. Nobody's ever been there. But I hear there's a flock of them all over the place. And you know something? They ride ponies no bigger than jackrabbits.
They do?
Yep. Ain't that so, Lassie? There you are.
What is it?
Well, does it have to be something? Reckon at your age it does. So you let it be whatever you want it to be. King's scepter, a magic wand. Well, resting time's over. Gotta fix the hasp on the hen house.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Where's Timmy?
Outside with Uncle Petrie. I'm not sure I like him cramming all that stuff into Timmy's head.
What stuff?
All those fantastic stories he keeps telling him. A few minutes ago, he gave him a stick and told him it was a magic wand.
Maybe it was. We could use a few magic wands around here. One for peeling potatoes, one for making beds.
You're a big help.
What's the problem?
No problems. It's just that I think we should be training Timmy to face reality. A stick is a magic wand.
He's only 7, Paul. Think of it, 7. Awfully young for reality.
I guess you're right. Suppose you think I'm awful stuffy, don't you?
No, just fatherly.
What can you do? Abracadabra, Salamagoo, magic wand. No, Lassie, come back. You know we're not supposed to go in the woods. Now, come on. It's a little elf pony. No, Lassie. You scared him away. We gotta tell Uncle Petrie. Uncle Petrie!
What's the matter?
I saw one.
Settle down. You saw one what?
An elf pony, like the elves ride on. Just like you said, Uncle Petrie.
An elf pony, Timmy?
The littlest pony I ever saw. The littlest in the whole world, I bet.
Oh, whoa there, Buster.
He's only this high.
How high?
Lassie saw him, too.
Probably one of Daly's Shetlands.
No, sir, it wasn't.
All right, you and Lassie run along now. We've got work to do here.
You don't believe me.
Of course I do, son. It's just that I don't believe the pony was quite as small as you say. Now, was he?
Almost.
That's what I thought. A scoop. You and your fairy stories.
Uncle can't.
Timmy, as far as I know, that's a question that nobody's ever quite been able to answer. But we do know that some people think they see things that other people don't.
Do you think maybe we didn't really see it? Now I'm going to find out. Come on, girl. Look, Lassie, we did see him. It's him with a friend. Hi. Remember me, little pony? We won't hurt you. Do you think we could take him home? They'd believe me then. Want to come home with me? Just for a little while, so I can...
Well, hello, little boy. Oh, do not be afraid. I like little boys and beautiful dogs. Tell me, what is the name of this wonderful dog?
Lassie.
Lassie, eh? A fine name for a pretty girl.
She likes you.
That is because she knows I like her. Liking others is easy when your heart is good. For instance, I like you like that. Why? Because I know you are a good boy.
I am?
What is your name?
Timmy. What's yours?
I am called Everyman. That is because I am nobody in particular and everybody in general.
Are you a giant?
If you wish me to be a giant, then I am a giant. At your service. You like my friends, eh?
Yes. I never saw such little ponies before. Where did you find them?
Oh, that is a secret. But since you are my friend, I will tell you. Far, far away, there's a great and beautiful and wonderful place called the Grand Canyon. You have heard of it, eh? Well, at the bottom of this great canyon, beside a river called the Colorado, these ponies roam. It is there that I found them.
Do you live in the woods with them?
Oh, no. We live, my ponies and I, in a bright red house with splendid golden wheels.
Golden wheels.
It is true.
Do the elves ride your ponies?
The elves?
That's what my Uncle Petrie said. He said in back of the south winds, little elves ride little ponies.
Ah, so. He must be a fine man, your Uncle Petrie.
Oh, he is. Mr. Everyman, could you and the little ponies come home with me? I want to show them to Uncle Petrie.
Oh, I'm afraid not, my little friend. It is getting late and there is much work to be done before nightfall.
Will we meet again?
I do not know. But if we do not meet again, then we shall remember each other warmly and forever. Goodbye, little friend, and take care.
I think that's going to be a secret. Just between you and me. Just you and me.
Timmy, you've hardly touched your supper.
I'm not hungry.
What's the matter, son?
Nothing.
Tell us what's the matter, dear.
Well, I saw the little pony again. And like this, there are two of them. And they aren't any bigger than rabbits. Almost anyhow. And a giant owns them.
Giant, Timmy?
He lives in a red house with golden wheels.
Now, Timmy,
I don't know why you won't believe me.
listen to me, son.
I saw him, and the ponies too. He's a real giant with a big black mustache.
All right. Where did you see him, Timmy?
In the woods.
Weren't you told not to go into the woods?
I didn't. He was on the edge. The ponies come out first, and then he did. He even talked to me, and he shook hands with Lassie.
It's all right, Timmy. If you think you saw a giant, it's almost the same as actually seeing one.
I didn't think it. I saw him. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. You think I'm telling a story, don't you? Well, I'm not. It's the truth.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
Now, Paul, let's be reasonable.
Is it reasonable to believe he saw 2 fairy ponies and a giant?
You think my story spinning's doing him harm?
It certainly isn't good for him not to eat his supper, and
You ain't even willing to give the boy the benefit of the doubt, are you?
do you think for 1 minute he actually saw?
All right, now that's enough.
No, it ain't, Ruth. Maybe Paul's right. Maybe I am doing the boy harm.
Oh, nonsense.
But if I am, I sure don't mean to. Might sound a little foolish coming from an old coot like me, but I love that boy same as if he was my own, and I don't aim to harm a hair of his head. If you'll excuse me, I've got some things to do.
I looked all over for Uncle Petrie.
He may be up in the North Meadow.
I didn't look there. Mom,
Yes, dear.
last night you said we were going to do something today.
We are.
What?
We're going to the place where you saw the ponies and the giant. Just you and I.
Yippee!
Let's go.
Come on, Lassie. They came out of the woods right over there. See? Lassie smells them.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
See, Mom? He was here. He had a fire.
You're right, dear. The ashes are still warm. You know what it might have been? Someone on the way to the fair.
What fair?
There's a county fair in Calverton. It was going to be a surprise. We're all going this afternoon.
You don't believe me. You don't believe I saw the little pony and the giant.
Of course I do, dear. I know that sometimes make-believe can be real.
But, Mommy, this isn't make-believe. Honest, it isn't.
We better get home before Dad starts to worry about us.
Honey, I found this in his room.
Timmy, there's some nice fresh coconut cookies in the jar. You have one and give one to Lassie.
Come on, Lassie.
Dear Paul, last thing in the world I want to do is bring harm to that boy Timmy. So I'm moving on. Didn't have heart nor stomach to wait to say goodbye. You say it for me. Uncle Petrie. It's terrible.
I don't know what got into it.
Well, the thing to do now is see if we can find him.
What are you going to do?
He may have stopped off at the Brockways. Jenny, this is Ruth Martin. Oh, fine, thank you. Would you ring the Brockways, please? Hello, Bertie. This is Ruth. Oh, just fine. Bertie, did Paul's uncle happen to stop by your place? Oh, I see. Well, thank you, dear. No, just one of those family things. Of course. Yes, I'm sure it will. Bye. He stopped by early this morning. He said he was on his way to the fair, but he was carrying his guitar and his suitcase.
Timmy, there's something we've got to tell you, son.
I know. Uncle Petrie went away.
He may still be at the fair. So if we hurry, we might see him and ask him to come back. You wash your face and comb your hair, but hurry.
Ruth, I know you're thinking it's all my fault.
Oh, never mind. You wash your face and comb your hair, too. And don't dawdle.
Well, all right.
The ponies are coming, hooray, hooray. The ponies are coming, they're on their way. The ponies are coming, 'cause Timmy did summon the giant and ponies today. The giant's as tall as a high garden wall. The ponies are small like a mouse in the hall. They're coming from out the way of our dreams. For nothing is really the way that it seems. The ponies are coming, hooray, hooray. The ponies are coming, they're on their way. The ponies are coming, 'cause Timmy did summon the giant and ponies today.
Permit me to present the giant of the gypsies, Everyman.
Hello, hello.
I told you he was a giant.
Yes, dear, you were right.
Ah, so we meet again, my little friend. Come, we will say hello to the tiny ponies.
I guess I owe you an apology.
Me? No, Paul. Not me. Timmy, maybe, but like the saying goes, least said, soonest mended.
Dad, come and see the other ponies. Aren't they the littlest ponies you ever saw, Dad?
Well, they certainly are.
Uncle Petrie is right, wasn't he?
He sure was.
And he didn't really go away. Did he? Forever, I mean.
It doesn't look like it, son.
He just brought the giant and the pony back for you and Mom to see. Of course, they're a little bigger than rabbits.
Oh, not so fast, my friend. I have seen rabbits like so.
You have? Where?
In Texas. Oh, everything is big in Texas.
Lassie. Figured I couldn't slip by you. Now go back, girl. Go back and stay with that youngster.
You must come to the fair and see them do their tricks.
We were on our way there when you arrived.
Good, then we will meet again. I'd like to pay you for your time. I have already been paid by the old gentleman.
Uncle Petrie?
What's the matter, Lassie?
She's trying to tell us something.
What is it, girl? She wants you to follow her. I know.
Is it Uncle Petrie, Lassie? He's gone. Paul, we've got to find him.
We will, honey. Thanks very much for everything. We'll see you at the fair.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
There he is.
I thought I told you.
Hi, Timmy.
Please don't go away, Uncle Petrie.
We're on our way to the fair. Won't you come with us?
Well, I hadn't figured on it.
Remember what you told me? The less said, soonest mended? Get in, huh?
Well, since you put it that way.